Bismillah, little bro, you need a car. I'm gonna tell you how to get one. First up, you need the finances. To get a decently reliable car that is gonna break down on you every now and again, you need about $3,000. But that's just the price of the vehicle. You're gonna need about another $500 to pay for everything you need in order to drive it. Depending on where you live, you're gonna have to pay for around $200 a month of insurance. Some of the elders are gonna say that's expensive, but when you're young, you have to pay for one, the fact that you're young and you don't have any driving experience, and two, depending on where you live, where we're in the inner city, they're gonna raise it up because somebody might steal your car. Wa'iyadu billah, speaking of which, you need security for your car first. If you're parking on the street, you want to consider the type of car that you buy. You want to get something that's low-key, something that nobody wants. When considering the type of vehicle that you get, you also want something that is reliable. So most of the time, it's going to be a Japanese car. Toyota, Honda, Acura, something along those lines. These cars get very high mileage, and at the same time, they don't break down. And for a used car, most likely you're going to be getting something that's got at least 70,000 miles on it at that price point. Now back to the finances. After you've paid for the car and you've paid for the insurance, you're going to also have to register. But step number one is you have to get your license. Do not be out on the road in a situation where if you get pulled over, you actually lose your privileges to be on the road. These fees may vary. However, in New Jersey, you're going to be looking at around 30 to 40 bucks just to get your driver's license, all in. And also think about the time commitment, because you have to study for the test, get your initial permit, take the test, and then after you get your next test, which is the driven, you're going to have to pass that and then get your endorsement to be able to drive, all of which I believe if you're under 17 takes around 6 months to a year. Correct me down below if I'm wrong. And once you get that driven permit, you're going to have to drive around with that for a while in order to get your actual ID card that has a driver's license on it. So you got your driver's license, you got the $300 or $3,500 that you need in order to purchase the car, register it, registration. Once you actually get the vehicle, you're going to have to take it down to the DMV, and you have to do something that's called registration, which is basically informing the state of New Jersey or wherever it is that you live that you have that car and that it's assigned to your name. That requires another step, which is actually transferring the title over to your name. But alhamdulillah, if you deal with one of the brothers like Abdul Haq, Takeoff Haq over here on Instagram, then he'll take care of you as far as the titling and registration is concerned. You're also going to need a temporary license plate until you get your permanence, which is going to basically be what the police officer who's driving behind you is going to take a scan of to make sure that you are the actual owner of that car. So when he pulls you over, he's cross-referencing that car to that registration, to that license, to your name. I repeat, do not skip those steps, because if you skip the steps of registration and licensing and you just start driving around a car, you'll be in a big trouble. Last advice, do not, I repeat, lease a car and do not buy a car from a dealer brand new. I don't care about 0% finance. I don't care about 0% money factor. None of those things are worth you getting into a long-term commitment that you will not be able to fulfill in a few months. Not to mention that they're most likely haram.